think an older man could just wanna less.
No. No. Y'all talk.
Like that was a
I
normal
never
story.
see something
It really
like that in
was.
my life. Like he's like, you wanna go to mine? I say, wait, this nigga's like crash out, mate.
Welcome back to the Parent Share Podcast.
We're four friends
Two couples
with endless laughs.
So let's dive right in. Okay, y'all. So this week I am not going into what's in our cup. We're going to start that back up next week. But today I wanted to switch it up a little bit and just give us something. So this new segment is called The Boiling Point. And we're basically just going to be talking about some trendy stuff that's going on, any hot news, hot topics. So today for the Boiling Points topic, we're going to be discussing Kanye and his wife, Bianca's Grammy appearance look. Did y'all have a chance to see it? I know Cheyenne just saw it.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
And Javid, you had saw it. So like the internet is basically divided as to like, was this like foolishness? Like, is this okay? Was she naked? Or even though she had like something share over her, like, was this something that should have been shown to the public?
Share is a stretch. It was almost transparent, but
Like, it was just how
It
y'all.
was transparent. It wasn't
Yeah,
always
it's
transparent.
skin
it was a
tone for
transparent
real.
dress.
But you could
Sick.
still see the undertones of things.
That is
under
true.
there, so.
I was trying to, and I'm really sick because, like, when I was trying to find the uncensored version again, like, I was trying to see, like, if you could have seen anything past hair, because I know you could have seen up hair, but
no, I think it's how she was standing.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought because I was like, boobs past maybe, but like vagina, like that's definitely indecent exposure.
yeah. Do y'all think, like, there's some type of difference, like, okay, compared to her walking out there fully naked and then the fact that she had something on, like, do y'all think it was basically the same thing?
I mean, it's a difference, but it's borderline the same. Cause like you're showing the same kind of stuff. It's just a little bits of fabric in between. So I don't know. One sent her to jail and one didn't, I guess. So, well,
True.
one would have sent her to jail and one
That is
didn't,
true.
So
She probably would have had to been, like, registered as what, like a sex offender, right?
probably because they probably had kids
Yes, that
there.
is true. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
'cause
it's- yeah.
At this point, what you had to say about it, babe?
I don't have nothing to say on it. I don't care. I don't have anything to say on
Do you
that.
feel as though that was something
I
she
was
should have
about to
came out
flex
in
on that.
public in?
I mean, that's her life. That's what they decide. They rich people. They can't deal with.
Can't
rich
compete with
people
you, don't
doing
compare
that.
for real. But that's
Oh.
not the point.
Bars. I've never heard that before.
That's not the point.
Really?
We're
Never
trying to get
heard
into
that
the conversation.
before.
So
That's
Bars.
crazy.
some people feel as though like Kanye is dictating what Bianca wears and stuff like that, because if you've had time to, I guess, like dig into who she was before, I think she's what, Australian? I can't remember. She's
I don't remember.
she's
I
a
actually
foreigner.
don't know that well.
And she speaks with an accent and everything. I think she was a model at first. And if you
Mhm.
like were to compare how she used to dress before she met Kanye, well, started dating him, I didn't even know. Like, I just found out like they were married. Like, I didn't know there was like they was dating and then they became married. But once again, that's rich people business. Hence why I don't know.
I've
But
been married for like a year plus, I think.
It's been a little bit
yeah, I mean, like,
weirdly.
I don't know, like, if they went, like, because I don't remember them saying, oh, this is his girlfriend. I just remember it always being his wife. Like, I'm trying to figure out if I missed a couple steps there.
Mhm.
But we won't know. But if you were to compare, like, how she dressed, how she talked, I think now she doesn't even, like, speak as much, like, in public how she
Mhm.
did. I know she started working for him at his brand. And then I guess they probably developed a relationship from there. But, like,
Ooh, that's problematic.
people have been comparing how she dressed and how she acted prior to
Mhm.
now, and like they're trying to say like, you know,
It's
Kanye,
like a big difference.
yeah, they're saying like it's a big difference. He's clearly
Mm.
like controlling and dictating. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that could be a factor as to why she's presenting herself like that?
I mean, it could be. It's Kanye. Like
Anything is possible.
I don't know, but
I mean,
like
I don't know that well. So
Just
it's
say.
like
I
but,
haven't
like,
seen the her life before him
yeah,
for real.
so
So
I
like,
wouldn't know. But then I saw like a I think it was on Instagram. It was like people saying like, "Oh, Kanye controlling Bianca," but it's just like she seemed to be having fun. So
I
don't
mean,
think
a
that
part
was
of it, I feel like it's all like a thing because I think maybe the day after it, he didn't have like no posts outside of I think something maybe with her or something, and then all of his story was like about how she's like the number one search thing, like couple hours going
Right.
along. It was like
W
I feel like
marketing.
it all was like a publicity thing for the two of them. And then she didn't barely have any posts on her Instagram either. It was just like one thing with her and like the Yeezy stuff, and I was just
Yeah.
like, okay,
I
I see
think
what
she
y'all are
had-
doing here.
I can't remember what she had done. I don't know if she made a tweet or something, but it was related, like basically like saying like that moment was iconic or whatever. Like she was in
I don't know how iconic it was.
I mean, I
Are
it
people
could-
gonna remember it after like this week?
I mean, I remember it from the Grammys, and I didn't watch the
Yeah.
Grammys.
Yeah, but like, how much people are gonna be talking about it after this week? Like,
4 people at least.
Oh my God. The week is not over.
Yeah, I mean, true.
It's just why I'm saying, like, after this week,
You
this
wanna see,
month
like,
pass, it's like,
How long is
how
this
long
gonna
is
be
this gonna
topic?
last? It's not gonna last that long.
I think they're just gonna have another public a public outfit type of thing like this again.
I
So-
hope not.
probably.
This seemed like kind of like really towing the line.
Yeah, and she can tow it one more time. She can come, and all she can have is like a piece of fabric doing this, and like the loincloth, and then she can walk outside.
I've seen her before. I think that's how she gets like groceries or something.
Yeah. She
No,
can, she
no,
can
no.
just keep doing
No,
that.
this ain't me like being ugly. I think like
She wears this thing over her like
It just covers the nipples.
it just covers
Yeah,
the nipples, yeah.
I think it's a easy thing.
Yeah, I know something that she says is like she's trying to bring to life like
Bring to life
his
what?
his fashion ideas. It's giving like she's his muse or something. I don't know.
That sounds like a terrible movie, but
But yeah, and then I guess to end it all off, I think they didn't even like go into the Grammys or something. I think they just
Some
walked
people
the
were
red carpet.
saying like
They got
he
kicked
wasn't
out?
even invited and he came because of her, but then other people was like, if he wasn't invited,
Yeah, I
he
don't
wouldn't have
think
make
he'd
it to
have
the
been able,
carpet.
yeah.
Like they would have
That
tackled
is
him or
true.
something. But I was just like,
I mean, but that is
I
Kanye.
don't
I think they said both of them weren't invited. That's why they got kicked out.
But then like that's what Cheyenne's saying. Like some people saying like, well, how did they get on the red carpet? But then
because like the Grammy is like high security.
unless on the red carpet they have a list and like, okay, you could come. I think they kind of recognize people. I don't know how they do it, y'all.
From
They
what I
might be like,
understand,
oh.
they just chose to leave. I don't think it was like a not invited thing.
Mm.
I don't think they were kicked out either.
Maybe
I
they
think
just
left.
came and said, let's do this and then walk away.
Because I think you can buy tickets for the Grammys, can't you?
I
Yeah.
mean, you
Yeah.
can. And it was funny because Kai, like they was doing like a compilation of like
You saw Kai
celebrities
Cenat on?
like interactions with Kai, and like he actually like said hi to Kai and like he didn't talk to nobody else.
Oh wow. Well, before we wrap up this boiling point, it was another controversial thing that kind of upset a lot of people. What the interviewer did to Babyface. Did y'all see that?
Who?
No? Babyface. So Babyface is a famous songwriter. He made a lot of songs for a
Mhm.
good amount of groups, artists, whatever.
Mhm.
And he's a good singer himself. And basically he went onto the red carpet.
Hmm.
2 girls were interviewing him and they asked him a question.
Mhm.
The second interviewer kind of like, I don't know if someone was nudging her or talking to her, but while it's like mid sentence of him answering, she just started shouting out another star's name. So she started shouting out.
Oh,
I
Chappell
think I heard
Roan.
about that.
I saw like a thing about that.
It was big, and people were saying she needed to be fired. So she started shouting out
I mean,
Chappell
rightfully
Roan's
so.
name, and Babyface didn't. He was just like, "You want to do that? Go do that," and he walked off. And like
Okay.
she laughed, but the other, what made it worse was like they're slandering both, but only one person did it. The other interviewer was actively engaging in the conversation with Babyface.
Mhm.
She apologized, like sorry, and she also nudged the girl when she was screaming the other star's name. The girl just laughed, and then Chappell Roan came, and they continued on.
Was she like an actual interview, or was she like a
Well,
influencer who they had there?
she's an influencer,
That's
yeah.
probably why that
Mm.
happened.
So
Mm.
yeah, and people were really outraged. I know Khloe Kardashian had mentioned something about it. She was upset. A lot of people,
Yeah, I saw
especially
some people talking about it, but I didn't like actually like see the clip of it because that's crazy. Like
I'm gonna
I
put
mean,
it on, and I'm probably
I
gonna
don't know.
put it into this.
I mean, I
as
know
well.
who Chaperone is.
You
I-
do?
I
I,
do
didn't
not.
know who was
I
I
Chaperone.
know who
I
she
do not
is
know this
because of
girl,
like
but-
people at work, but I don't like her music. So it's just like
And she performed too. It was kind of crazy to me
yeah,
because
she won a Grammy or something too. But you know, it's neither here nor
But
there.
I was telling Shannon, like a clip came out like a couple of years ago where she was like, if I go to the Grammys, I probably won't even go. But like if I get invited, I'd like protest. And then I was like, don't you just drink
Now
it
she
accompanying
performing.
Kool-Aid?
Now
Yeah.
she
and she
getting
got the Grammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's just
let
like,
me
it
let
is
y'all
what
look
it
at
is.
this.
Can you talk about just this new trend that we're seeing in R&B where we're seeing more of a fusion? We're seeing people blend the genre with pop, blend the genre with hip hop and rock as well.
Yes, I think It's interesting.
Chapel. Chapel.
You guys want to do that? Go do that.
So sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Hello. How's it going, Chapel? And rock as well.
Yes, I think it's interesting.
At that moment, she
Yeah, because
It's like
I also didn't see
she
the
started
need.
dipping down. Like
I didn't see the need for them to be like, I have two of them. They're like, yeah,
it was unnecessary. Because my thing is, with stuff like that, it's like you could have two interviewers like interviewing two different people at the same time. That gets like more like
Yeah.
content for you. So why is the two of them standing and talking at this time?
so much people were saying it's like so much good ways that you could have like bring Chaperone in without it being you cutting him off mid sentence. Like he didn't even get to answer the question for one. And like you could have been like, oh, have you met Chaperone? Like, you know, bring it in. But like she literally cut him off and then like
Chapel.
that's what I'm saying. Like she's literally
She didn't
over
even wave
there.
it down. Like she called out her name, and I
Like
was like,
screaming it. So a lot of people were outraged, y'all. Let us know in the comments how you feel about Bianca's outfit. Do you think it was crazy? Like, should she have been at the Grammy? Should she have been able to wear that?
No.
And let us know if you feel as though the interviewer did Babyface wrong or not, or do you understand like where she was coming from? If you do, I think we don't see how that was okay.
oh,
But just let us know down below, and I'm gonna turn this over to Cheyenne. What do you have for us today?
It's time to argue, guys. We're just gonna go through some like really debatable topics and see what y'all opinions are on them.
Okay.
So the first question I have is it okay to check your partner's phone?
I think it's okay.
in what context? Like when you say check your phone, like, what do
Take
you
it in your own context.
What context are you
She just
thinking?
have the questions.
What is the line that you take it at, like where it's just like, okay, why are you in my phone?
Is it like go through like messages and it's like go through a phone, or is it just like, oh, check the time, or it's like
Checking the time
I
is not
use your
checking their
phone to do
phone, bro.
something.
Like, come on now. You going through the phone.
oh, okay, well say that then. That's what I was asking.
So what's your stance? See what you think.
Oh, I say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Cheyenne?
I don't know, like it just feel weird to me because like when it's like you going through the phone with the intention to like try to find something bad, it's like, okay, like now you don't even trust your partner because why are you doing this? But if it's just like I feel like it ain't really a good way to do it because you going through it with the thought of like I could possibly find something, like I don't trust them, this is why I'm doing it. Like I don't think anybody goes through a phone and be like, oh yeah, let me just go through and see what they talking to other people about. Like no, I don't think anybody does that. So I don't think it's cool because then obviously like there's a trust issue there.
Yeah, but like what if the person be like secretive, like you walk into a room and it's, or like you walk past and it's always
Yeah, but with that it's like ask them about it, and if you feel the need to like go to that step of like checking their phone, then obviously it's a trust problem because you don't know what they're being secretive about. It could be cheating in the worst case, or it could be planning a surprise. Like you don't know like what's going on. But if you like feel the need to have to go do that, then you don't trust your partner. So like that's a whole other problem.
Well, save your point. Let me hear it. DeGarde, what's your take on this?
I don't believe in that.
What's your reasoning?
I just don't feel as though you should be going through anybody's phone. That's their personal property. That's the reason why it's being made a crime to be going through your partner's phone in certain states now.
that is
You
true.
shouldn't be doing
That's
that.
crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
know
an
they was
invasion
doing
of
that.
personal
Mhm.
privacy.
I mean, it is.
I guess, yeah, to an extent. Javid,
I mean, it's not that
you were trying to, because like it all depends on why you going through it.
Yeah.
Like what Cheyenne was saying, like if you going with the intent to find something, then yeah. But like, say your phone was in the room and you wanted to search up something real quick, like even here, like if I don't see your phone, it's probably on the side of you. But like, say it was in hand, you were like, oh, let me check that real quick. Pass me your phone. Just to go on it right then and there, like you're going on it to search something right then and there.
Yeah, but I feel like that's different than like going through.
What the question was.
Yeah.
The question was
Yeah,
check
but
your partner's phone. It wasn't check
what
for
if-
something or to
Mm.
research or check
Yeah.
time.
What if like you like? What if it's like that situation? It's like, oh, like my phone. It's like, can I borrow your phone to do this? And it's like, no. I'll go get your phone. It's like,
Then that's
pretty-
weird.
That's
it's like,
pretty
that's
odd.
kinda
Then that's
What do you
weird.
think about that? Do you find that odd? If the person's like, no,
Like
I'm
you
gonna get your
said, they
phone.
could be planning a surprise or something. I that's just me though.
oh no, I feel like surprise and be like, oh no. Oh.
Because if I get something for Demetra, I don't want her on my phone.
And I
I
mean, that
don't
makes
want it on my
sense
phone
because
at all.
I feel like it's all about the way like you do it. Because if it's like, oh, like I plan on a surprise and like something might come across my phone and I want you to see and it's like, oh, let me borrow your phone. Like, oh no, like I doing something, I'm gonna get yours for you. Like it have to be like a certain way. You can't be like, no, I can get yours.
Yeah.
Like, cause then it's like,
if you
Why?
cause suspicion,
I feel like either way is kind of sus for me, but that's just me, well, personally. But
I think all the stuff y'all mentioned are pretty much valid, and I kind of resonate with all. So I guess the real question is like, is it okay to check? And I have to go like, what's your reasoning? Because now we're talking about checking. My example was wrong because that was just you looking at a phone to do something.
Yeah.
But like if I'm going based on the question, is it okay to check your partner's phone? I would go with why. Why do you like? Is your partner doing something that makes you feel as though they're cheating? Like,
yeah.
I think I have to go with the reasoning as to why. Because if they're not doing that or whatever, they're not doing
Then you
anything
ain't got no reason
suspicious,
to be looking for their
then
phone.
they ain't got you in no position to like feel like that's happening. Then I don't see there's a reason. Or like if there's a past or history and it's like, okay, you ain't over it or whatever, and you just want to check. I don't know, but if we going based on that, I would have to say the reasoning behind it could justify. I might be wrong, but yeah, either way, it's an invasion of privacy though. Like, you know, no one would willingly
I'm
want you.
sticking with mine. Send me to jail. I'm sticking with mine.
Because like, ain't no one would willingly want you to go through their phone if they're cheating. Like,
And that's another thing too, because it's like, and this isn't something I've experienced, but it's just like people lie, like
yeah,
to the point like you start to question your sanity, where it's just like,
yeah.
so like you getting gaslighted is just like.
I think that's what
yeah.
makes it worse too.
So it's like, because then immediately like a cheater, the first thing a cheater would be like, oh, so you don't trust me? It's just like, now I kind of put in like the dickhead.
Yeah,
seat,
now
so
it's like, okay,
yeah.
you're at fault. Even so, like, because I know like some people would go through their partner's phone, like if they see deleted messages and stuff like that, like, or if they see like you talking, if you on your phone and like they next to you and like they see you talking to someone they ain't never see you talk to before, and like they feel some type of way, like, huh? And then say you go on their phone, check their phone, and you don't see that person's name nowhere, then it's like, what was that?
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's definitely on the trust factor of things. Like,
It also depends on your partner though, because it's like you gotta think about like the response or reaction, I should say, to it. Because it's like if you have someone who'd be like, you know, like why did you feel the need to do that? It's just like, oh, I needed some like validation or like some sort of like security. If they could understand that, yes. If they can't get past the I feel like you don't trust me thing, you probably shouldn't do that with that person. So it's give and take with that one.
Yeah, it's hard to think because even if it's like, oh, you had like an experience with them in the past and like, oh, they did cheat and like you found messages. Now it's like, okay, you doing this so often, like going back through it. I don't know if you can ever like get past that. So like situations like that, you really just have to leave because it's like now every chance you get, you probably gonna go looking through their phone because it's like you remembering this experience and you ain't gonna trust them. Like it's always a trust thing. Like they even like with the people that have the, you know, the videos or whatever where it's like, oh, they reaching for their partner phone and like seeing if they can grab it, but they just grab their food because like, you know, it's like with cases like that, it's like, okay, obviously your partner don't care if like you use their phone, but like when you specifically going through your partner phone with the intention like, oh, I want to see who you messaging, I want to see if like you doing something, that's like controlling
That's
behavior.
controlling, yeah.
It's no. If you feel the need to have to do that, then you shouldn't be in that relationship.
And you mentioned something that I've
My
seen.
point still stands. But
No, my point still stands. I
die on
feel
this
how I feel. But you mentioned something and it made me think of some type of controversy people was mentioning online. So you mentioned like the grabbing the phone fast thing, and then some other stuff. People count like if every time your partner puts their phone face down, if their phone is always on like DND, like not the DND that you know. You would be, you know, I would be.
That sounds very particular and that sounds very weird because I have my phone on DND and I place my phone face down. My phone is face down right now. You can look through my phone right now. Like those things don't mean anything.
That's how I do it
just
too.
things
Like
that people
depending
post.
on how I feel, like if I don't want to like look at my phone when it light up so it don't distract me, like I just put it face down because like I know if it buzz and it light up, I can look trying to figure out what's happening. Like if it's something important.
So you don't consider that you wouldn't look at that like
no.
that's odd.
No.
I always put my phone face down even at work. Like that's just
Just
I think that's how you're supposed
That's your
to place
normal
your
resting.
phone.
Mine is
Real.
face
Because
down.
why
Because
people
I just
why
have to
people
lock
need to
my
see what on
phone
your
like
phone?
anytime I walk away from my desk.
My
Like
phone,
if
the
I ain't
ring is
taking it
off,
with me.
so I have to look and see when I get a notification. So
The
I
only
leave
time
it
my
off.
phone is be up is when it's charging on the stand on the side of the bed. That's the only time it's up because it's be like this.
Okay, so I guess everyone's standing with their stance on.
Yeah, I stick
Is
with
it
mine.
okay? Okay. So the next question is basically, is texting back fast like a sign of interest or like just a sign of like basic respect?
Oh, this is a dead childish question, but
That's childish as well.
Why do you think that?
I don't see that as
Yeah.
a sign of anything.
yeah, it's
Only
just
a
like,
child would feel like that's a sign of something because like I text people back fast. I feel like I do if I'm on my phone. If I'm not on my phone,
yeah, it is what it is.
yeah.
Yeah, true.
So it's like, yeah, it's the exact same thing. It's just like there's no rhyme or reason most of the time. It's just like if I have access to text you or the time to text you, by all means. But if not,
I'll do
then
it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I ain't like I was a sick person because people out there who would be
could
like,
just make things.
yeah,
late,
I'm not gonna answer this person. I'll wait 3
Yeah,
hours.
some people
then-
intentionally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
I
very,
mean,
very weird.
If it's like you talking to this person and like you like trying to date this person, I see it as like interest because when like you talking to somebody and like just being like able to do back and forth conversation, especially through that, because I don't like to text and like a lot of people don't be on their phone long enough to be having these like back and forth conversations for real. So
Yeah.
being able to like text back fast and just have that back and forth, I'd see that as interest, especially if you're trying to talk to that person. Because if it's like you can't even have a back and forth conversation at least once a week, then it's like, what kind of conversation are y'all actually having?
No, it's time of day. Like you can't text me at 12 o'clock and be like, hey, like how's
Nobody's
your day
saying
going?
this.
At
We're not
work.
talking
Yeah.
about time of day.
Just in general,
It's
like-
just, and it's not about like how long you take. It's just texting back fast. That's the only thing that we're like addressing right now.
Mhm.
Yeah,
If
that's
someone
what I'm
texts
saying.
you back fast, like, is it a sign of interest? Like, and I'm only talking about it in regards to like you trying to date that person or like you trying to like set up something with that person. You and your friends texting back fast ain't no sign of interest. Y'all having a conversation. That's
I
your
mean, you
friend.
never know.
That's your friend.
No, but that's what
your
that's what I'm
friend.
saying. Like, it depends on the time of day because like that would affect that. So it's like, let's say you text me during the day, I may not respond in like a fast manner just due to like whatever I have going on, or like. Whereas at nighttime, like I might be near my phone, and it's like, oh, I can have like a conversation. So it's like it all depends. Like there's stuff that go into this. So like when I think about something, like, oh, is this a sign of interest? Because I think now, like I saw like a clip where a girl was like, oh, I don't like a man who just texts back fast. So they asked her why,
I
and she
think I
was
saw
like,
that.
so you ain't got nothing to do? You just texted me. I was dying,
I
but
mean,
yeah.
now that we've grown, that point
No,
is
because for real,
definitely
do you
valid.
not have anything
You
to
know?
do?
'Cause,
Because
like-
I don't have time to be on my phone.
Exactly. I think I agree with Cheyenne more because I feel as though if I'm having a conversation with someone, like I would appreciate that. Your point is valid though. Like depending on the time, like depending on the time I'm messaging them, like I can't expect for them to be
Yeah, so it's
responding
getting quick
fast.
reply, yeah.
But I do
Mhm.
see it as a point of like interest. But it makes me think back to like high school. Like, you know, I felt like that was during the time where I really wanted someone to text me back fast. to Roger. So like that was I really did care about that then. But
Yeah.
now it's kinda like, do you not have something to do for real? Like
For me, right now, like, obviously, I ain't chasing nobody down anymore. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm married. This is what it is.
Exactly.
So, I mean, he could have text. I don't be on my phone. He could text me 9 something in the morning, and I might not even respond until like 2 o'clock. So
No, that
I
that
just-
obsessed me because it's like
I
at some
just
point in
have
time you
stuff
glance
to
at your phone
do.
and you see my name.
So you feel as though she just pretending like,
Like
she
she
ain't
just
look
sees
at her
it
phone
and
all
like
the
I feel like she
time.
sees and like judges the importance of the text and like looks away.
Is that true, Cheyenne?
sometimes, no, because like if depending on what it is, because it's
I
like
feel like
if we
you would
was
do that. Do you do that?
And I'm the line.
You sure?
if we was
I just don't-
texting and it's nothing to respond to, I'm busy at work. I'm not gonna
How
text you
you can
back.
determine what's to respond to?
That's what I do.
Like,
If there's
'Cause
nothing
if we
to
had, like,
respond
a
I
to-
say
thing and it's
yeah,
like-
I expect you to say yeah, dot. Something.
no, if it's like a yeah or like you LOL something or you laugh at something, it's like okay, moving
No,
on. I
I'm
have
not-
work to
No,
do.
I'm not asking. I'm not looking for a response out of it. If it's just like I'd be like, hey, like randomly like 9 a.m. Like, what's your social security number? And then
But
I
I don't
like-
see stuff like that.
at
That
like
is
1
happening to me.
p.m.
No,
she'd
but-
be like, oh, what you need it for? The thing done
I
passed. I didn't
no,
close the
no,
website.
'cause
I
what you
was
about to say?
doing
My
using it
thing
for.
is,
What?
What
no,
you about to say?
I
What you
ain't
about to
nothing to
say?
say.
Oh, I
I
thought
was
you was
like,
gonna
what?
say.
no, because with stuff like that, it's like obviously you asking for it for something important.
Yeah.
If I see that, I'm gonna respond. I did not see it.
I was.
My thing is, he thinks like when I at work, I just sit and look at my phone. I don't. I just be on the phone with clients. I just be in meetings.
It's
I
a
be doing
busy
all kind of
gal,
stuff.
babe.
I have stuff to do. I don't just sit with my phone and be like,
Busy.
I'm
did
not
my
busy enough to
husband
look
message
down on
me
my
today
phone,
and must I
like, my phone
respond?
sits on my desk.
Where, Cheyenne?
Where
Okay.
are you keeping your phone?
Pretend it's your office. Where is your phone? Is it over there? Is it right there?
If all I doing is listening to music, my phone might not even be in front of me.
So you have something in your
like
ears?
I just have AirPods.
So why don't you have it on?
no.
That is super annoying.
No.
What?
The
It is
announcements?
interrupt my music.
Oh.
That's
Yeah, I hate
annoying.
Oh,
the
y'all don't like that.
announcements,
So I just have it off to the side. Maybe if I'm watching
Wait,
something.
But you have this.
I just started wearing this again.
Oh, because I was gonna say because this vibrates,
Yeah,
and you
but
would
I
know.
just started wearing it
I
again.
mean, it vibrates if you don't have Do Not Disturb on. I'm gonna have my phone on Do Not Disturb at work.
and
keep it on all day?
if you have it
I
on.
always have my Do Not Disturb on. My Do Not Disturb
That's
is probably
like
on right
sickly.
now. I don't like the sound of notifications at all.
He gets really.
Just turn it
irritated.
off.
Then I would
vibrate.
that would still be the same as Do Not
But-
Disturb.
when
No, like you could turn because like if somebody calling you, like you just see it, but like
I don't want to hear that neither.
you wouldn't hear it.
you just see
It
it.
just you just see it on your thing.
Exactly. That's what Do Not Disturb does. They call me twice.
Nope. That
But,
is crazy.
No, like
I
I
don't
just
agree
started
with that.
wearing
I
it.
just call him and he
I
knows.
just started wearing it back, and it's like now, like it'll vibrate, and I'd like be looking at it for like every little thing, and I'm just like, I don't got time for this. So depending on
That's
what
the
I'm
only thing
doing,
I hate because I get so much notifications and some of
Yeah.
it don't be messages, so that is
don't be
piss me
important.
off.
So depending on what it is, I might not even look at it because it's like, okay, it's just vibrating too much. I like in my work doing stuff. If I'm watching something on my phone, then my phone would be in front of me. Like I just got like a little stand for my phone because my phone can't stand up by itself anymore because I don't have a pop socket on anymore.
Mhm.
So it's like now I could like look at it. But if I'm watching something, I might see a notification like come up if I looking at the screen. But because I watching something not for me to pay attention, just
Yeah.
like listen to, I still working. Like
I
just-
hear you, and I totally agree with you. Because like there has been
Come on.
times, I think it was last week, like I was trying to set up something with me and DeCordre, and I was just like, it was through like his stuff, so it
Mhm.
was gonna send a text to his phone. I was gonna need the code,
Mhm.
and I was just like, yeah, send me this code.
And you just have to call
He
them for them to
responded.
look at their phone.
He responded like 45 minutes later,
Yeah.
and I was
That's
just
his
like,
nice
Be
vibe.
in meetings.
yeah, he was in a meeting.
Like,
But like what threw me off is because like there's be periods when me and the country like constantly texting, and then like I can't be mad because like we just talk back to back, and then he had to do work or whatever. So like, but it's just it's
Yeah.
like damn, like I actually
he don't
needed
really
you to
get
talk
them
about.
periods, so it's like he can't say it's times I do it and time I don't. I don't do it at all.
Oh.
Like
So
I just be
bad.
busy all the time.
I don't care who tell it, babe.
I just be busy all the time when I at work. Like the only time he probably like get that much conversation out of me is like, oh, if I at home, and even then I just tell him leave me alone because I busy.
I'd be at work. I'd be on the
I'm
toilet
doing my
sometimes at work.
You sound like
Shy
Country.
Spy sent you something on TikTok. Shy Spy sends you something on TikTok. Once he's 7 TikToks,
Oh,
I still on the toilet,
When-
but she don't use her phone at work.
When
You send me TikToks at work a lot of the
When-
time. Okay.
No, so you trying to say she contradicting herself?
Yes.
no,
I guess she'd be
Mitra,
sending
No,
them TikToks.
this happens to me.
She
I
just don't do my streak until the night, bro.
No,
Oh.
real. She
it's
be
what
sending
I'm
stuff to the
saying.
night.
I don't message y'all on
No.
TikTok till
She
nighttime.
sends
I
me
send them
stuff.
TikToks through the
She's
day.
sending me TikToks.
Him
throughout
who
the
don't
day,
open
babe.
TikTok.
Because it's
No,
only two
that's
people
a
that
valid
send me
point,
stuff
because-
on TikTok.
Okay.
The Audrey and her, and I be on the toilet sometimes at work and I come back. But I can't use TikTok at work because
Uh-huh.
of the security thing. So it's like,
Wait, you speaking connected to the work Wi-Fi?
yeah, if I go to like,
His
have to go
data
on the
ain't
TikTok.
strong enough in the building.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd have to like put on a VPN. and
Got you.
That's just
Okay,
too
so, and
much
they block it
TikToks.
from TikTok because
Yeah.
they want y'all to be productive.
No, not that. I think it's just a security thing.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So my thing is that that's a valid point. Cheyenne does not even send us streaks,
Okay.
so now I looking at you sideways because you can. Well, that is your husband, you know. Can't be
But like,
mad.
when am I need like the proof of like when I'm doing
when you're doing it?
Because if he talking about ate something in the morning when I just walk in the office.
Because you do send me
It
TikToks
can't
in the morning.
be. It can't be that.
In the morning, she does like the 8 o'clock. She definitely, or 7 sometimes. I feel like not this one.
Like
But the
if
Padre
it's
does.
that, or like when I watching something while I eating my lunch, that don't count.
So Cordray does the exact same thing though. Like I would text. No, this what throws me off. Me and the Cordray be texting constantly. Then like we have our family group chat. We be talking at night. See, I message Cordray.
January 16th at 9:27. Oh no, that's PM. Sorry, my bad. Continue.
Prove a point just like that.
No, I thought it said AM. Continue.
But like I would message the Cordray, like it would be something. It wouldn't be no LOL I sent or yeah, like it's actually something with a conversation. He'd message you all. He'd respond inside our family group chat. He'd even sent me 7 TikToks, and I just have to go in this chat and be like, question mark. Like, you like? Did you just miss my notification?
Because if it's a LOL in there,
No, it won't be LOL.
What did it be?
It just be like,
Like,
It
I
would be
actual
something
question?
like the conversation, and then like that's.
no, it don't. Sometimes I'd be asking you a question, and I see you messaging in the group chat, and I just be
But
like,
asking me what question? Let's be for real. Come on.
do you believe that you do that though?
No,
So you think you don't do that?
you don't say stuff with
I've
No,
done
no.
that before. Like if it's like a conversation end up between the two of us,
Mhm.
it'll like it'll be like the end of the conversation and I would like not have nothing to say. Then y'all would like message and I'd be like, okay, I might answer that. So like I look at the phone and I answer and then I'm like, now I have to message him back because he see I on my phone. So I'm like, okay. But it wasn't nothing to say.
Why are you giving me information I asked for a troll?
No, you didn't hear. I said when it's like a conversation ends, like
Yeah.
when there's nothing left to say in the conversation,
No,
now
it's
I
amazing.
respond.
My bug to pick with you is like when I ask you for stuff and I
When
don't get it till
you
I
ask
must see you
me
in the
for stuff,
afternoon.
I don't see
That's
the
my only
messages.
thing.
Like
I would text
I'm
Shan something,
specifically
right?
saying that to you.
And it'd be like, this expired in 5 minutes, but 3 minutes pass. Delivered. I said, I just have to call her and then I just call her and then hang up and she was like, oh. And then she was replying
Oh,
like,
everyone does
Like,
know
hey.
that call and hang up. That's
Am
how
I
busy
not
they
working?
are. So to tie it all into the question, I feel like we need to apply this to us. Do you take it as like a sign of interest? Like you're interested in this
I don't know
conversation? I
I
try
don't
to
know
tie
how
it
we
back
got
in
back
now. We had a whole bunch of
I even forgot what the question was. Like, how we get talking about
I already
work
went to the
and
third one.
like-
I was like, where's she going to do with this?
because I felt like all our answers were very quadrant. Like y'all two both felt like this don't have nothing to do with like respect or
Yeah.
interest. Like at this point in time, and then like me and Cheyenne, agreed
I
that it
do
was
like if
interest.
you trying to date
Yeah,
somebody, but now I don't.
We're not. So like we
no.
had to apply it to us for real, and like
No.
that's real. Like texting you and not getting a response in time is real.
all right, let's go to the next
That's what I
question.
said.
We've been on this one too long.
Yeah, so that
Okay.
is true.
All right. Is it selfish to not want kids or is it a personal choice? Because you have some people that think it's a selfish thing.
Selfish.
So,
When
what
you
do
put the
y'all
word
think?
selfish in it, it makes it seem so harsh. Like I
That's
don't
what they
know.
be trying to say.
It depends on what they mean by not have kids. Like,
No, but
they mean, is it selfish for me to not want to have kids now? Like, because I don't want to have kids now.
No kids.
No,
Period.
like,
No kids.
period.
Period. Do you feel like it's selfish?
It's a personal choice.
So-
that's what I'm saying. Like people get
And
way
it's
too
some
comfortable
people
being
that
in
are
other
like
people's business. but
sick
yeah.
enough to say that, like, they mad that you don't want to have kids, like you don't want to
That's a
procreate. Like,
family
is
thing.
you taking care of these kids?
That's like a well, it's majority of times it's like a family thing where it's just like, oh, like we want like a grandchild or something.
Yeah,
Like,
they be
it's
saying
like
stuff like
They
that.
are.
no.
No.
Wait.
It's
Right.
always
Yeah.
a personal
No, family
choice.
members is be hard up, but I feel like we need to apply this to ourselves. Like, would you consider it selfish if I said I never want to have
I
kids?
wouldn't be with you.
Okay, so you wouldn't
It
be
is
with
Period.
It isn't
No,
that's
selfish.
a
why are you
person.
looking like that? That's facts. Like, if you want kids and the person that you trying to be with don't want them, that's not a
Oh,
relationship.
okay, yeah,
End the
that does
relationship.
change
It's
things.
time to
Fair
What
enough.
did you
go.
thought? I mean, DeQuadre does say stuff pretty harsh.
Yeah, that was cool. Like you said that. I was
Yeah, you said it.
that
That's
was
just-
cool.
it was
No,
very
because
hard.
that isn't a question.
That's a non-negotiable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a thing. But my thing is, there are some people that would tell other people like, "Hey, I don't want kids," and they will go still try date them, thinking they
Trying
can
to
change their
change them,
mind.
yeah, no.
Some of them is like be trying to baby trap them,
And then they
stuff.
just like get upset with them and take them on
Like,
shows.
I'm like,
Be like, they don't want kids with me. I feel
Why
like
you pointing at the
No,
camera like that? I was so
the dating
scared.
shows is I feel like when I be watching all those dating shows, especially like not too hot to handle, but I guess like
not that.
Too hot to handle is crazy.
They don't count for that.
when I think about like the dating shows and like how some people just be like the ultimatum, I'm ready for kids and marriage and all that, and like the other person that got the ultimatum put on them, they're like, I'm not really, I don't want to have kids yet. Like
Kids or not, I don't respect ultimatum. If you gotta bring somebody on national television to convince them to marry you, move on.
Not even convince them
Move
to
on.
marry you. Bring them on national television so you could live with another person for 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's so
and then
weird.
move back in together. That's
so
where
that's how I thinking of it, because it's like you with someone that don't want this and you trying to change them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't some people it definitely just work out for. Some I feel like it's very few. Like
Mhm.
eventually people to see like, I just watched a TikTok. A girl was like, she never wanted kids, but like now she made a sacrifice for her husband. She realized like, yeah, she wanted a child, so she said she gave him 2.
She basically got forced.
She said
Yeah, that's what it
she
sound
said
like.
he would want 4, but she
Yeah.
was like, she saw like how he interacted with kids and like how like she would interact with kids around her, and like she was like she wanted to have that motherly feeling, but he wanted her to have 4, and she just was like they came to a common ground. She was
I
just
mean,
gonna have 2.
that either he, kind of forced her on her, or time went by where like she changed her mind and was like, you know what, I actually kind of do want a child. Like I actually do want to have that experience. And
Little
people are
baby.
allowed to change their mind, but it's like you can't force them to change their
No.
mind. That's the
4
whole
children
other
is
thing.
crazy. I
4
never
children is
understand when niggas just
insane.
be like, oh, I want a family at 6. Bro, what?
Who's providing for this
That-
What
family?
you mean? What's
No,
wrong
but
with
that
that?
is insane to me.
We
but
real quiet over here.
Who is providing for this family?
No, but for real.
Who's providing? Who taking care of them? And who just be like?
Who's
people are
sending them to
safe.
college?
How
Who doing
frequent
this?
these babies coming out too? Because it's like 6.
I just saw a woman. You're supposed to wait 6 weeks after you.
I
give
saw that
birth.
video too, and she had sex like
the same week.
Yeah, and
She
had a
gone
baby.
back. She was 3 weeks pregnant.
Yeah.
bro.
The same week?
Yeah, she had
The
because you're
same
supposed
week
to,
she
after
give
you have
birth, she
baby,
had
you're
sex.
supposed to wait.
But how
'Cause
she
you
doing? Ain't she in pain?
Oh, they did
Is
say
what
you,
I'm
They
saying.
Supposed
did
to
say
wait
you
6
more
weeks.
likely to get
You're
pregnant.
sick.
than-
That's why they
fertile
tell
right
you to
after you
wait
give birth.
6 weeks.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna do that.
Oh my gosh!
Me too gonna have Irish twins.
But I feel like that would hurt, wouldn't
I
it?
kind of want
I don't
Irish
know.
twins myself.
I don't know.
What's
I
an
mean,
Irish twin?
It's called Irish
When they
twins when
born,
they're
like,
not
within a
actually
year.
twins, but they born within 12 months of each other.
Oh, that's what I plan on doing.
that's his whole plan. But I don't think it's selfish, y'all.
It's not.
It's,
I mean,
it's
it's
not
very much a
It's
personal
not
choice.
selfish, and my thing is like I don't even want to say in your marriage, like you at the dating
This
stage.
is something that you need to talk
Y'all
about
should
before
have
you get
been
married.
talked about it, so you know, like, okay, this guy doesn't want kids. Don't go into the relationship thinking you can change this guy to want kids because
No.
you're
Or
gonna
the
get
girl.
hurt. Or the girl. True, sorry. The girls as well.
Sick niggas out
Because
here.
you only gonna hurt yourself in the long run because of course while you dating them you gonna be falling in love with them, but they
Yeah.
cannot give you that one thing, and it's just a waste of time, honestly and truthfully.
Yeah.
Just go on with your life.
Real.
Okay.
Give it, take it out. Anyways,
Yeah.
so our next question is, who should say I love you first, or does it even matter? Godric, what you got to think?
It
What you
does
got to
not
think about
matter.
it? It doesn't matter who says it first.
No.
Wait.
I mean, I have a preference. I would prefer the girl says it first.
Wait, I think we need to take it back to. Are we talking about like the first
The
love
first
you?
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
You still go with that preference?
Yeah, I prefer the girl to say it first, but
You didn't. I mean, I didn't know. You were the first. So we talking about.
I think you probably mixing up
Do
content.
it.
I know exactly
I
what
think
he's
you
talking
mixing up
about.
content.
You didn't say it first. I love you first. You wasn't the first one that
I
time.
don't think so.
It don't matter where you say it
I
or what
think,
you
I
was
think she's
doing when
thinking
you
of
said
me
it.
Saying
saying
something
best
else, yeah.
friend.
Oh.
No, I'm
Like-
not counting best friend. The first, you know what I talking about. That little essay, and then you was
You
like,
wrote an
Essay.
I don't even know what
Why
she
you
talking
making
about.
this on a YouTube
That
video?
To
essay
make
is
sure y'all-
diabolical.
We didn't do this on no YouTube video. You said that first, didn't you?
No. We already established that you was the first when you typed
To
that
make sure.
thing.
That ain't saying I love you. Like what you talking about? No, we
Okay,
talking about
what is it saying?
something different, bro.
Okay. But that, that's how I taken it, because that was the first time. That was the first I love you in our whole romantic way. That kind of started the thing.
No,
Yes,
'cause
it
we
did.
wasn't romantic.
We wasn't.
No, we wasn't.
We wasn't romantic yet. I said that was
Exactly.
the
Yeah, so
start.
It don't count.
It don't count?
That don't count. It was you.
But it was the start. You said it
Well, no,
first, and
'cause
it started it.
There are different types of love, because like, I tell my boy, like, you know, like, much love, bro. So,
Oh,
it's
so
like,
that's
there are
what you tell
different
me.
types of love.
No.
So what did you say?
I can't remember, but I know it wasn't like what you saying it.
What I
like,
saying it as?
me and you wasn't together or anything.
Yeah, but that was the first I love you that started the
That didn't-
process.
Oh my goodness.
I think you know.
Only think of relationship.
Yeah, I think you think of it different.
In the relationship.
Yes.
Oh, since you all started like dating, like actually.
Yeah,
I was
like,
going
actually
because
when
that
something
started it.
Okay, yeah, but we talking about when something actually started.
So who said it first then?
Oh,
Her.
I don't know. Must be me.
It was most likely you. Yeah.
I counted as you said the thing first. I wish y'all could read this essay. I wish I
But-
still had it.
Oh
He
Lord.
just
Oh,
was
this was like written.
he sent it to
Handwritten?
me.
That's
No, it
crazy.
wasn't written. It was
Oh.
text.
Oh,
But he sent it to me.
because MLA format is crazy.
I felt like that's what started it. I would count it as him saying I love you first, because that's when he made it known that he loved me in a different way.
Oh,
that's what he
okay.
said. That's what you
Well,
said.
then it might be you.
I can't defend
That's
you.
why
might be you.
I
That's
can't
that's
defend
why I
you.
counted. He typed that whole essay, and he was just like, "I love you," and then I was like, "Yeah, let me do." And he was just like, "No, like I love
Oh,
you."
the double
That's-
down.
that's
yeah.
why-
That is for sure
No,
you,
I'm
my
not-
boy.
The
So
double
that's
down
why
is
it conflicts with
Demetria is
me.
very extra.
This
She's
one is.
over exaggerating.
I wish y'all could read this.
You
I-
know, like you over
so
exaggerating.
you didn't
now.
say
Sorry.
in a different. You didn't say it in a different way.
I can't remember what I
Okay,
said.
so that's why it was hard for me to decide, because like
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking at, and I'm
It's
like,
okay.
that started it. Who said
What
I
do
love
you think?
first?
I didn't-
Okay,
Oh, I didn't remember.
I don't feel like it matters. I feel like the only thing that
It
matters.
matters to me.
I think like the only thing that matters is if you ready, if the person ready to say it, because I take it very serious for me to say it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if I at
Oh,
this point,
no.
if I at this point to say I love you, like
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all that matters to me.
So my thing is
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You tell Cheyenne you love her first, right? Did she say it back to you?
No, I don't think probably not until like
Whoa, 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 whoa,
a
whoa,
while
whoa,
after.
whoa,
What is a
whoa,
while?
whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a
like,
minute.
couple
Wait a minute.
times of
What?
saying it, I think.
So you basically
No,
put
no,
yourself
hold
out
on.
there
Wait, no,
and-
wait. When did this happen? What do you mean? I don't remember this. First
No,
of
it's
all,
just like, I
Sound
said
like
it.
y'all get some y'all have amnesia
No,
now.
niggas can't remember. No.
No.
I didn't take it away.
no, I genuinely don't remember this.
Well, let him
Did
explain.
you say it to my face and I didn't say it back to you? I'm confused.
I don't think it was like to your face. Like I may have been like going to sleep or something. I was like, I love you, and like you didn't say anything, but I didn't take it. I
Was
just
I
figured you
asleep?
wasn't ready.
I go,
No.
she could have been done doing
That's
stuff.
and I was gonna go into my thing. It's like whoever ready to say it, like say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but
I
like
genuinely don't remember this.
But I mean,
though.
like if you like 6 months in talking about I love you, and the person's like, mm-hmm.
So wait, so when do you remember the first I love you?
I don't remember the first one, but
Do you
I just
remember
don't
who said it
remember him saying it and me not saying it back.
So do
That's
you,
a crazy
do
thing
you
that
agree
happened
that
to him not saying something to me about it.
do you agree? I mean, he
I
didn't
didn't-
take
I
hers
didn't put
anyway.
nothing, yeah.
But do you agree that he was the first one to say it, or
I mean,
do you
if that's
feel
what
as
he
though?
say, I don't
Do-
remember.
So do you recall?
No.
Okay.
I don't even remember
Did it matter to
how
you?
long into the relationship was that.
so
Like
we
I don't
said it
even
first,
know.
gang. That's crazy, man.
Good
I
job,
don't
man.
Crazy.
Do y'all feel as though it was important? I know you said no, you don't really. Well, you prefer the female to say it first.
Yeah.
Wait, but why though? I kind of curious as to your reason.
'Cause
I feel
wanna
like
put
it's a
myself
sick
out
reason.
there.
Yeah,
Ah,
I knew he was gonna say that like.
Okay.
Because what? So what that was? If I had said it first, that would have been me putting myself out there.
Yeah, but how I feel like I fall in love fast, so
So what? I wasn't
So-
risking that and saying it.
it's like when you say it, I can be like, yeah, but I wanted to tell you this
Yeah.
too, like, yeah, you know.
So that's the same thing if you would have said it.
No,
like,
because if I say it first,
It's like a
you could
declaration.
just lie to me and be like, I love you.
you could have just lied to me too.
Bro, one of my mom friends was telling me to lie, but he
What?
was like, and he was like, you never tell a woman you love her. If she always tell you,
I heard this
if
topic
she
thing
say,
before.
yeah, like that's like a Caribbean man thing.
Yeah.
He was like, you never tell a woman you love her. If she say I love you, you be like, I love you too. But you never, yeah. And so like, I know exactly where you come from because that's why I know for sure like niggas is lie.
Yeah, bro.
But I don't feel like it's like a specific person to say it first. I feel like y'all say whoever ready, but also don't tell me you love me after a week. I can think you crazy.
Because I don't want
I've
to
had
be ready
that
and you
happen.
unready. And
Yeah.
What if
But
it-
I just fall in
tell
love
you I
quick
love you after a
too.
week, I might just be feeling you like.
That, and then it's like you might creep them out because like if you, let's say it's like your first 2 days or something, this person's like, you know what, I think I love you.
Somebody did that to
Like,
me
you gotta
after
touch
one
way-
day.
Someone
But you
is
mean like
touching way
after
too
a
quickly,
week
but-
of what, dating? Because
Somebody did that
I
to me
have
after
talked
one
to
day.
people before we start dating. So
One
it's like,
day.
Long
my
time.
feelings then are, I then have feelings for you. That's why me and you together. So
My
if
heart
I say I
beating
love
for
you, that means I love you.
No.
That's
But-
how I feel personally.
What?
What I said just now.
I don't know. I feel like it would take a decent amount of interactions for me to be like, yeah, I trust this person enough to love them.
I
So
mean, it
your
all
love is
depends on
based
the love.
trust.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. My love probably just unconditional.
Oh, unconditional.
Oh.
I thought he said it's conditional. Anyway, Cheyenne,
All right.
what's our next question?
Do men or women have it harder in dating?
Men.
Man, of course.
What
Yeah.
is
Men.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like we have to debate that because like that would be me like discrediting all that men have to do.
I mean,
for
it's
dating.
very simple. Women could just go outside, take me.
Mm.
10,000 men.
Well,
I mean,
there are guys, so that's what I was going to
There are guys that could do that too.
Yeah, but it's more women who can do it. And quite frankly, that you have to be a very attractive man for you to be able to do it. Women, they don't really have to be that
it
attractive.
ain't just about attractive, it's
you,
the
you
wealth.
Could be, you could be a 4 or
You gotta
10
be
and then you
rich.
slide in there.
Real.
And
Yeah.
you tell men
That's-
they come
that's
and
a fair
take you,
point, yeah,
and
'cause-
men would still line up.
Like a woman who's a 4 could like get a guy, but like a guy who's a 4 could go his whole life single for true. That's a fair
Yeah.
point.
That,
Unless
know,
you have money.
And women
So
who are
funny.
4s could get men who are like 8s and
Yeah.
like that's what I think I saw a woman. She was saying that. She was like, yeah, you guys got it so bad. Like a very unattractive woman, she can get a man that's very attractive, and it's like,
'Cause
yeah.
I was gonna say like a girl could just end up keep getting like dirt bag after dirt bag, but then that would be on her, not really the dating thing. So I
Yeah.
guess that's fair. Yeah.
you know what you mentioned is something that I randomly think about. I just be like, what happens to the guys that no one wants to date? Like, do they just like
They kind of
go
just,
their lives? Like,
yeah,
Nah,
make funny and play D&D.
that's funny. They don't get it, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, because I don't know what was that.
That's just the dragons.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what you mean. You were
when you say D&D, I was like, do not.
No,
disturb.
that's
I was
just a
like,
dragon.
what?
But I feel like those are the guys who like get married later on in life to like the girls who.
Who get treated bad by douchebags.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about like the guys who like 5 out of 10. Like,
No, I'd like
The
no like
guys-
guys who are like genuine like good guys, where it's just like they
Good
treat
guys.
women right, like they mother raised them correctly, and it's like
they say good guys finish last.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
thought she meant like the guys who don't get.
She
nothing,
talking about
like-
the ones.
like
Yeah, like
The one.
I
like
just be
typical
thinking about-
gamers type. Like
I wouldn't
I'm at
even
home.
associate.
I
them
don't think
together.
Like
nerds.
don't do the
I
nerds
wouldn't
and the
associate
gamers
them.
because the nerds and the gamers winning in society right now.
Yeah,
I mean that and like
I wouldn't
they
stereotype.
in that crowd, so like they just still meet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just when I think of it, I just
Rarely
keep thinking
do.
about a random guy that got turned down by a lot of girls and just over here like just trying to he wants love, but it's like no one is paying him any mind. Like
No, I think they get
It
married
happens.
like later on in life. Like
Not
in their-
always,
30s
because
or
when I
40s.
like
gotta find
y'all
the
know,
person.
I just watch
Yeah.
all the little dating shows, and
mhm.
Love on the Spectrum is very different because it's not like
That's what I'm
you
gonna
know
say, you're throwing
regular
autism into
atypical
this.
people. But
Mhm.
even with them, you have the high achievers, and then you
Mhm.
have the like lower achievers, and it's guys who was on there like in their 40s, like never
Mhm.
had a girlfriend, never been married,
Yeah.
no none of that. So it happens.
Yeah, that it is.
Like
It is
you know.
something that could happen, but I definitely feel like
Either that or they
even
became
the Jewish
Andrew Tate.
people, I seen it with. It was like a 40-year-old guy on there too. He
you
never
just
been
watching
married.
Jewish matchmaking on Netflix.
Yeah, aren't people like that looking like specifically for Jewish people in America?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
for them it's easier because they literally match make in their communities. So it's like for you
So now
to
it'd be harder.
no.
Okay, look at it this way. Like, let's say like you're a guy and like you're a 1 and you're Jewish. If there's like other like 10s in the community or even
If there are other
6s,
10s, yes, but also with the girls, it's like you know you got the 10s and the 1s too,
Mhm.
and it's not always about looks with them. A lot of it is who's your family, like how much. Like what your like profession is, things like that. So they do matchmaking. I don't know if every community
so
does
that's
it,
on the person.
but yeah, but the one I was watching, they did the matchmaking, but it still gave the like individuals the opportunity to like, get to know them and choose if they wanted to be with that person.
Mhm.
So some communities just do full on matchmaking. It's like, okay, you together, no questions.
True.
But others, they give the option. So it's like, even if it's in a community where you have the matchmaking thing and you still can't find somebody, it's like life hard, babe.
It is. Okay, so I have a question for y'all now. Is the talking stage like just an excuse for like avoiding commitment?
Huh?
Personally, or like generally now?
However you want to take it.
I feel like now is better. Like
Now?
Now. Yeah.
Why do you say
Really?
that?
Because not like better in the sense that the talking stage is better. I feel like applying it to now would be a better thing because I feel like the talking stage now is kind of just like, okay, y'all just wasting people time.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's like to avoid commitment.
Yeah, but you were saying personally or applying it to now, and I was saying it'd be better if we apply the question to now.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people are just wasting time. I just watched like a little podcast the other day when it was just like how a lot of these girls like be out here are just trying to date guys for like food and different things like that, and you have the little guys that trying to be princesses too. But it's just like, why are we doing this? Like, why are we actually doing this? Like, y'all ain't talking to people to like get to know them and try to build a relationship. Y'all just talking to them to get a little something and go on.
Take advantage.
Because
Sure,
the
or
girl,
until, like, you're
one of the
actual person,
girls,
ready?
she made black women and everybody, all women just look by because I mean she was ghetto too.
Mhm.
But it was just like she come there talking like first date and then telling the guy like, oh, like she gonna order food for her kids. Girl, I don't know you. All your
No.
kids.
What was crazy? It wasn't like one.
She
or
had
two
like
kids.
3 or 4.
It was like 4 kids, but yeah,
It was
one of them,
insane.
One of them was like a teenager, so you know that nigga is eating. I was like, that's crazy.
I'm like, why are we doing stuff like this?
So I guess, Cordray, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, but I mean, that's how I talk to people to get into a relationship. People
Mhm.
is
Mhm.
do that.
So
to
you
whatever
in
they
the
do.
talking stage, you yourself, you don't consider that as an excuse for avoiding
Yeah, I don't
commitment?
find it to be a waste of
Yeah.
time, and then
Yeah, that's
I
how you get
think
to know them.
me having common sense, I'll notice if this person into me or not. So I'll be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you can slowly back off.
You
Yeah.
could feel the energy, so it'd be
You
like,
sure
yeah,
could.
I ain't feeling this. Like,
I
just
feel like
cut
for
it out.
none of us, like talking stage would be like avoiding commitment. I feel like for other people,
They
yeah.
probably would.
Because all of us, it's just like you talk and you get in this
into a
relationship.
relationship.
Like that's
Like
what you do.
we see if we're trying to get in. So yeah, I'd still go with that that mindset for real.
I was talking to my stepmother earlier because I was on Facebook yesterday,
Mhm.
and
Not you on Facebook.
It was me.
I am on Facebook. But like I was scrolling and I kept seeing like this picture of a guy because it's related to this because I'm like, okay, and then like 3 more people shared, but like the 5th or 6th person, I was like, did this nigga like kill somebody? or
Don't tell me
something?
this place talking a bunch of guys, so.
Mm.
So I click on the person who shared it, and then I guess she was the main person who was like sharing the stuff. This lady was live for 24 minutes. This man who she was talking to for 5 years has been sleeping around, and when she went to do her annual checkup in 2020, the doctor called her and told her she had chlamydia. So she called him, freak out, blah blah blah. Then went back to the doctor. The doctor was like, "Oh, there's more. You also have herpes."
There's more?
And she's on Facebook Live exposing all of this. She posted the guy pictures and everything. It was a mess, but like he was still just talking to her.
Yeah, and he said she was still sleeping with him because she was
Yeah,
scared to
'cause
like talk
then-
to anybody else.
After she got her
Because she
Mm.
knew he already had
Yeah,
it.
because 2 of them have it, and she was like, she's scared she go talk to somebody and like the person find out like when she go sleep with
What
them,
a
it's
way to
like,
switch
oh,
the
by the
story
way,
around.
I have
Real.
herpes, so then they like buy like that was kind of scary.
See,
about
and
it.
my
Some
thing about
people would
this is
deal
too,
with it.
right? I know some people get treatment for
There's
these
like a
type of things
website for
because
it.
chlamydia and herpes is treatable, right? They're the ones that's treatable.
I can't
like you
remember.
can get rid
Yes.
of
I
them.
know some are treatable.
Herpes
Herpes, I think
is
you keep
treatable,
forever.
but you will always get flare ups.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like you have them type of things. Now you tell the world this,
Yeah.
and it's like, you think people can see this online and be like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I want you."
Yeah, I would never put that on.
Because my stepmother, like when I was telling her this morning, I was like, and she kept asking, so like, was that a man? I was like,
Say,
no.
oh man, no.
I was like,
They ain't even
no.
cleaving themselves in a relationship.
No.
They
No.
talk.
Because like what she was explaining, she was like, they'd be in bed like laying on after they do what they do, and he'd be laughing at niggas because he was like, wow, I was just with this man girl, and he was like, he just only go after like girls who have a man already.
Wait, so she has a man?
No, she doesn't have a man.
Oh.
But that was just who she used to.
I was about to
talk
say,
to.
hold on now.
So she
this.
knew he was grinding.
Yeah.
Other people, yeah.
So my thing is that isn't even talking. That's them being friends with benefits or whatever the case, because she's aware of what he's doing,
Mm.
and she was dumb enough to not
Yeah.
use protection, and she got
Silly,
something.
silly girl.
Silly. That's really. Oh, that's kind
That's
of
probably
That's so nasty, though.
insecurity thing or something with her, because you have to think of yourself pretty low for you to be sleeping
Yeah.
with a man.
Oh no, because she was like, I ain't got to worry about no man. I know I got the goods. My heck just wet like that. And I was like,
Well, now
Yeah.
it
I
now
was
it
like,
bump
where's-
up like
I was
that,
like,
right?
where's this
You know?
Now you flare up like that. Like, what's going on? You cannot justify stupidity, bro. Like, come on.
but yeah. I feel like dating now, like, Jesus Christ. It's just.
Dating-
Well,
They
at
be
this
rough in
point,
this life right now, babe.
Because I guess her talking is them having sex. Like,
And
you
my
gotta
thing,
have-
I don't.
Yeah, I don't
consider
consider that.
sex
You have to
talking.
have
I
a
don't-
boundary. So it's like, if we
Oh,
talking.
so it's not physical at all.
No,
That's how
Not
I
even-
feel.
I mean,
I mean,
it
that's how I
could
would
be-
assume it is.
It could be for some people, but it's just like you with the intent of trying for this to be a relationship.
Mhm.
They wasn't trying to have no relationship.
yeah,
They was
so
just
it's
sleeping
like,
together.
So
they
that's
could've just
where
said-
things get kind of like
Yeah.
murky, because it was like that. She was like, there's always be a point where it's just like she would like try to talk to someone and he'd be like, no, like use my woman, yada yada yada. And,
Well,
like, I
obviously
cut all
not.
them off.
He wanted a friend with benefits.
He
For real.
wanted a donkey.
Like,
That's what he wanted.
so yeah, it depends on how you take it. How we consider talking, it's
Mhm.
non-physical, and
Mhm.
it's with the intent of getting to the point to date. So it's not
Relationship,
avoiding
yeah.
commitment.
Once anything physical getting it, I think that's an upgrade to something, a different realm. You know,
Mhm.
that ain't,
A
y'all
different
ain't y'all ain't talking and getting to know each other. Y'all inside and taking to know each other.
Yeah.
And everything. But
Yeah,
yeah,
what's the next question?
Let's get to the next question,
No, but fair point though, babes. Fair point.
Oh Lord. Does having a type actually mean you're limiting yourself in dating?
Yes.
of course it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're I feel
Damn.
as though, I feel as
That
though,
was quick.
and this is coming from someone. I was just dumb. Like, I don't even consider this a type.
Dread.
So back in school,
Mm-hmm.
I used to say my type was always going to be, you had to, I don't know if this is a type or a requirement. I
I
don't know.
mean, that's a type. All of
Yeah,
that is
Okay,
considered
all
a
of
so
type.
it.
it was
Preferences.
like you had to be either one grade above me or one grade below.
Below is crazy.
Yeah, I had.
I don't know where she got the below from.
You don't remember me saying below?
No, you
No,
never
I
said.
know.
Below
made the
is
exception for the guy.
crazy.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I
You know
only
what's
made one
crazy? It's
exception.
only 1 year, but back then it felt like 2 different lifetimes.
Because it was.
Yeah.
Especially for us.
So basically, let me get back. So it was like
Mhm.
1 year above.
Mhm.
You couldn't be like no more than like 2 years old, like older than me age wise. I was very specific with that because I only liked guys in my
Okay.
set.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so that's
well, he
considered
ain't
type.
in your set.
Well, if you 1 year, 2 year older, 2
They're
years
not in
older than
set
me,
with you,
I
girl.
consider because if I'm 15 and you like 17,
No,
like,
I
still
only consider people in set with me if we was in the same grade.
Oh, I talking about age.
Mm-mm.
No.
I didn't set by age. I set it by grade.
So yeah, that was my
But,
type,
Yeah.
and like I felt as though it was pretty stupid, but
That was the only
I
requirement.
felt like that kind of, outside of other things, but like for you to
Mhm.
even make it, like
Mm.
you had to be in that category. So yeah, I was never specific when it came to like skin color, shape, size. Like I never had that like, oh, he has to be this or have to be
Mhm.
that. But that's the only thing I can remember, like for you to even have a chance. Because I didn't like older guys. So
Mhm.
like most of my friends did.
You shouldn't. You were a child.
Hush,
That
hush.
was illegal.
So
You shouldn't have.
I didn't like older
Well,
guys.
and
They used to
them
do that a lot.
older guys like to be
Jesus
taking out these
Christ.
little gats.
Oh my god.
So that was
That's
my
their
thing.
favorite
A lot
pastime.
of my friends had that, and
Mhm.
that's why my type was so specific. Because I was just like, if you was to come to me and you was like 20, and like say I was just like, if I was 17, 16, I would have feel some type of way. Because like, oh, you.
I feel like 18, 17, like y'all in the grade 12 is pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
20, 17 is
So-
go to jail.
So that's how I
Hey.
felt then. So I felt as
No,
though
but-
it probably did limit me from meeting people. I don't feel like I lost out on anything, but
Girl, you saved
yeah,
yourself one,
that was me.
one embarrassing
I personally, I feel like in a way it's limiting yourself, but at the end of the day, people like what they like. You
Yeah.
can't help what you're attracted to. I don't feel like I had much like limitations on minds. I dated a lot of different characters, if we're being honest. I feel like too, age wasn't really like a big thing. My thing was always, as long as you still in school, when I in school, I was cool.
Okay.
Until I got to like grade 11, 12, it was like, okay, I was to graduate. Like,
Okay.
it don't matter.
Wait,
But-
that means like, say you was in junior high, as long as that person was in school getting
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
education.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Some of these niggas had to go to jail, but I can't. Like, I remember like when we was in like 9th grade, and like niggas who was like in 12th grade was trying to talk to girls, and it was like, this is super rapey.
It was,
Imagine a nigga.
That's how I
in-
looked at it.
For
yes,
us,
like
it
imagine a
was
nigga in high school talking to a
easier.
girl in middle school trying to children.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's what's
But-
weird to me because
Yeah.
one of my little sister friends, she was dating a guy who was like in a grade below me, and they'd had just gone in grade. I was in grade 12. They'd had just gone in grade 8
That's
Or
sick.
or 7, 8.
Probably 7, because 7
No,
make it
grade
a
8,
great
grade
deal,
8.
but
They just went.
I don't know.
It was
for
weird.
me-
I was
it's
like,
still like, yeah.
why is he dating this little
child.
This little
Sex
No, but
girl?
stop that.
See,
side.
I wasn't doing all the extra stuff. I was only like dating. But it was easier for us to kind of like get caught up in it because, you know, Anatole was like grade 7 to 12.
Yeah.
Everybody was on the same
Y'all
campus.
were.
So
And I
you
found
really
a
had
lot of
with nobody.
relationships. I saw that happening was
Yeah.
at Anatole.
Like,
Not
it
even
was-
embarrassing though. It's like, oh,
Well,
this
for
is my
their
girl.
school, I don't think so
She in
because
middle school. Like, if you
What-
come around
what-
me, it's like you can't find an
You
older woman,
know,
bro.
because y'all on is like so like segregated. It's like middle school can mean anything to y'all.
No,
Ours
I
was
mean, like high school, like if like,
Yeah, but like middle school. When does middle school start? Like
oh,
grade
middle school's
6.
only 7 and 8.
yeah, that's what
Middle
they
school's
consider
only
middle
7
school.
and 8.
It's not like our middle school. So what do
Really?
y'all call everything
Anyway.
else elementary then? The lower
K to 6 is elementary, 7, 8
Is
is
middle
middle school,
school.
and then 9, 12.
is high
Yeah,
school.
well, that's
Hmm.
kind
Well,
of
10
thing.
to 12 is high school for
Yeah,
us. and
senior
Oh,
high
so
and
seven,
junior
eight,
high.
7 and 9.
7, 8, 9
Is
is
junior.
junior.
Oh, I
and then
stand
you
by
have
what I
senior.
said. Either way, it's
But
still
Yeah,
either way-
it is. It is.
It
I agree.
That's how
I feel
Cat
like
sick,
when
but-
when you taking it like to the sexual part, like obviously that causes like more issues, whatever. I wasn't doing that, so I was fine.
Yeah.
But you know, date who you want to date.
I don't know why I always
I mean,
remember
we
that
all, we
game.
all
I
know
feel
what
like you
grown
like
men
older
our
people.
age are
I'm thinking,
interested in.
yeah.
So it's like,
you ain't in grade 12 talking to no girl in grade 8 talking about.
No,
oh, let
no,
me
no,
hold your
no, no.
hand.
So why y'all don't
Why you
think
trying
an
to kill
older
that out?
man could just wanna bless your life?
No.
That
'Cause
sounds
y'all-
silly.
no. Y'all talking about like an older man who's like 40 looking to date a 22-year-old. We talking about a nigga who's 17 trying to grind out a 13-year-old.
Oh.
That 17-year-old
Hey.
only want one thing.
I was in junior school.
Wanted
grade
to
8.
do it.
I promise you, grade 8. And this girl, she got picked up from a man, and her daddy came to the school to pick her up. When she get dropped back to school, the cut ass this guy get this out of this word.
I feel like that was a
I
normal
never
story.
see something
It really
like that in
was.
my life. Like he's like, you wanna go to man? I say, wait, this nigga's a crash. He crash out,
Right?
boy.
I mean, fair.
Because my thing is, how you even leaving the school? Like, this had to be an adult to check you out.
That's a
Like,
man.
that's
Like,
crazy.
No, we didn't have. Wait, he picked her up like during the day.
like after school.
After
No,
school.
after school is different. Anybody
Like
can pick
3
you up. They
o'clock,
didn't watch
you
like-
could just go home. You know?
Like
Yeah.
3 o'clock on the dot, like, and then her daddy's like, where she is? Y'all see her? Where she is?
So, based on
When she
how
came
That's
back,
crazy.
I guess her daddy used to pick up a certain time after school
And
because
he
she
come
probably
early.
had practice
or
or
this was a
something.
special day popped up, but
Really?
based on how I hear y'all responding, I'm assuming that y'all are leaning more towards like, wait,
What are y'all opinion on
we
the
got off to
question?
the question.
What is the question?
No, y'all start talking about type as
Does
an
having
age.
a type
Yeah.
limit like yourself in dating?
Yes, it does. It's a fact.
What do you
Okay.
think?
Because
mean-
if I say I don't date people who are taller than 5'3", there's thousands of people who
So
millions.
So that's why I was getting a bit
All
hung
of
up,
us
'cause I
types.
was like, I don't know if it's a type or just like an exclusion. Because like I would
That's
say,
what I was just confused.
I
About.
was like, because what I was thinking was that I wouldn't want to date someone who's like ghetto or ratchet. But I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
a type.
no, that's
Mm.
not my type. My type is anybody else. So
Exactly.
then I was
Yeah,
like, is that
but
really
your
it,
type
type?
is
it
people
still
who make that.
also
Yeah.
it still also limits that though.
Oh, I cool.
Like
I
it
cool.
limits the
I can
options,
decide.
and that's
I
fine.
cool.
But it does limit the options. But that's why I said like do whatever you attracted to, because at the end of the day, it could. That's why they say the negotiables and non-negotiables, because you could be like, oh yeah, I don't want to date nobody who like, less than 6 foot, but it's like it's a lot of niggas who under 6 foot that
And
can
they
treat you
probably
good, girl.
live
Like, you
a
know,
good life, but
but
you ain't experiencing that 'cause that's your
it's
type.
different when it's like, oh, like you realize you ain't as attracted to, you know, white guys as you are to black guys or like to Asians or whatever. That's completely different because it's an attraction thing. Like you can't help if you're attracted to that person, but saying like, oh, like you ain't gonna do this because of that, when that ain't even like something that contributes to the attraction for you. It's more like, oh, you just saying you want a tall guy, then that's what like really kind of like limiting it for you. But if, you know, tall niggas does, you know, is what does make you happy, then go find a tall man, you know?
But in that same thing, it's like, let's say like you come from, money was actually the only place I thought about this. Let's say you come from money. So it's like, there are certain things in life or like ways of life that you're used to in terms of like interactions you have with people, the way you think about doing certain things. So it's like a type might prevent you from like meeting someone who's not used to that. And like there's like a disconnect in like certain things. It's like, oh, did you pay rent this month? No, I own my house. So it's like you wouldn't understand like some of like the certain like backgrounds or where people come from. You can always learn, but I guess it does limit you in a sense.
I just felt like you took this to a whole different realm just now.
But it's a straight fuck. It does limit
It-
you.
it does
Like,
limit.
even if you're in yet, like it's not your type for a reason, but it's limiting you from meeting that person again. You know, that person
Or
on that
people
level.
are
You know what it
types
was?
like that
It was a
person.
limited that was thing because it was like that ain't a limitation for me. I could do without the ratchet. Nah,
So
okay.
it all depends on what is it that you are excluding. So you're excluding ratchetness, so okay, that wouldn't be a limitation. But if I was to say, oh, I'm not dating no one that's 2 years older than me, then I'm limiting myself from good options that are 2 years older than me. So it all depends.
I mean, you could find probably somebody who's nice who ratchet too.
No.
He's good.
Yeah.
So moving on to the next
Let's go,
question.
yeah.
Should people post their kids on social media, or is that like an invasion of privacy, either from the parents or from the child?
Newborns, I feel as though should not be posted on social media.
I agree.
Other than that, I feel as though you should post your children if you want to. You don't have to. It's not you. It's your social media. Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the point is, do you consider, if they do, or if you see someone posting the child, do you consider that like an invasion of privacy for the child? Because now, some people now, I saw it on TikTok, they're trying to like hide their child or like don't show their child as much anymore because their child is gonna grow up in the future and like have
they're
all
gonna have
of this,
to see all of this again.
that you posted about them, like, oh, Patrick had a boo boo, he just like smelt his poop or whatever.
That
like,
I feel like is too far. I thought you meant in the context
Yeah,
of like
like the
family
photos and
vacation,
stuff.
like all of us in hand.
Stuff like that is like fine, but it's like I watch a lot of videos about this, which is why like I wanted to include this question, because it's like some of these people are crazy.
they don't know
Because
what not to show.
not only is it like predators on the internet, which you can't run from them because like they exist. You could try to lock all them up, but like, you know, they ain't gonna find all of them. It is what it is.
Lock up
But-
might not be the best option, but
But it's like when it comes to like people just posting everything, because I was watching this video and it was about this girl, like she posts every single thing about her child. When I say everything, I mean everything. And it's like sickening to see, because it's like, do you not fear for your child's safety? Because they could be going to the doctor and she's telling you which doctor they going to, which hospital they could be in,
Yeah.
what time they could be there. And I'm like,
Even,
nobody needs to know this.
Even sharing sicknesses, and I'm not meaning like,
They
oh, if
do
your
that
baby has
too.
like cancer, you know, I would want you to share that or whatever.
And
But I
that's
mean
one
like
thing-
simple stuff.
What is one thing if you're doing it as like you know, raising awareness kind of thing, because that's what she was claiming she was doing, but there was nothing educational on her channel at all about the sickness that her child had.
you remember
Her
the
child
lady-
fell down the stairs in a wheelchair,
Are you
and
want to
she
talk about
posted everything
Hold on.
about it. And like
I
everything
know
when the
right
child
what
like
this is.
had to get surgery, like she showed what he looked like,
Yeah,
swelled up
that's
and
invasion
everything.
of
And I'm like,
privacy.
why are we doing
That's
this?
I mean,
invasion of
that's her
privacy.
child, though. You
But
can't
then
say
I
it's
feel
invasion
like
of
at some
privacy.
point the child is going to grow up and see it. So I consider it an invasion of privacy for the child.
Problem with that too, her child is like nonverbal.
Oh, okay. never
So he
mind.
can't even say he don't want to be a part of nothing.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, even if he did say he don't want to be a part of it,
She
he has
probably
no
gonna
rights.
listen, yeah.
Well, so you felt how you felt.
I mean, he does, because child exploitation is a crime.
That
kind of
is
thing,
true.
yeah.
I feel as though, depending on what you post in, it could be an invasion of privacy. But if it's nothing like along those lines, post your baby, post your child, post whatever you want to post with your baby.
Mhm.
It's just like knowing when to cut off and cut on. What
Yeah.
about? Well, I'm assuming you feel the same.
Yeah, I feel like it's an invasion. Like when it's like anything beyond like, oh, like little family moments or whatever.
Mhm.
Anything beyond that is just like, why do you feel the need that this needs to be on the internet?
Exactly.
Like
What-
Because
to
some
public people.
People share that about themselves, so like they don't know.
that's normally the type
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
overshare about themselves. They do that.
They do everything with
Yeah,
their
But what
family.
is your
True.
stance?
See, I took this as just like family posts, like, you know, like Thanksgiving with the fam. But I didn't think about it because like we all said that, and I immediately thought of like the Mormon lady. who was,
Yeah,
like,
I knew you were gonna think about the Mormon lady because that was crazy.
'cause
That's
I
her name
thought
is
that was
Whitney?
stupid.
Whatever
When he
she
said I got a dance in the
That
hospital,
was-
man.
that was so crazy. And
Because it
people
was
was
like-
people still bashing it to this day.
Of
for that.
course.
Because
Because
like,
why
y'all
are
said
you
that,
doing
and I was
this?
like, am I not thinking of this as like a normal person? But like those aren't things normal people do. 'Cause,
No.
like,
No, it's not.
And then my thing is, you watch that video over and over to type. You know, they have the little
yeah,
caption.
to do
so
the
like,
caption, and then you have to
you-
select the music and,
and everything.
Mhm.
You have to set duration for. It's just crazy. So yeah, what's the next?
In
With the
those
baby in the
cases, I'd go-
background, you
yeah,
know.
in those cases, I'd go no, and then you two also stop posting.
Go on a break. Go on a
Yeah,
hiatus.
because that's crazy.
Okay, last question. Should you tell your friend if their partner is cheating or stay out of it?
Damn. If I was in high school, wait, you say friend? No.
Yeah.
I tell my friend.
That's what I say now. I was like, I try and figure out what you about
Yeah,
to say.
I tell my friend.
That's
I don't know why I went to thinking like just in general, telling someone if they cheating, but like if it's my friend, yeah. Now if it's someone I know you getting cheated on, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna.
I mean,
tell
that's not my
kinda sick,
business.
but-
you. Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of it. But for a
I
friend,
mean, I might say something, but it's still not my
for a
business.
friend, I'm definitely telling you.
Mhm.
However, say like we already been hearing, or you like another person came to you before saying this person cheating. Like I saw how you responded to that. Like you didn't really care, none of that.
Mhm.
I may not tell you because I already know you ain't gonna do nothing. So it's just like, hey, I don't want to get in that because now you looking at me like, you know.
Because you do have them people who like
They
think you
flip
trying
the
to
script
ruin
on
your
you.
relationship and
No,
all these
sweetie.
things, thinking you one day man. Girl, I don't want your man. He just cheat on you. What
That's
you
what
think
I
you can do to
say.
me?
It's a no for me. So for the guys, because I don't know if that comes up a lot for y'all. If you had a guy friend and you found out
I
his
feel
guy
like they
was cheating-
the niggas be cheating.
That's
the
like
most.
saying, like, I don't have you ever like experienced a friend having that, like he was getting cheated on, you tell him, oh yeah, for real.
That
Georgia,
is
are you there?
You for real? We'll talk after the specifics, but that is crazy.
Did you have the question?
What
She was
happened?
like, yeah.
Did you have the question?
She was trying to make sure she asked him the right way. She thought she messed herself up.
Oh, I thought she had
for
an
that
example.
situation, I got a hardcore proof. I'm not presenting anything to anybody because
think they
people
mean, like,
don't believe
afterwards.
you
Yeah.
when you say stuff.
That ain't just allegations should just make
You
it.
mean
I'm not-
afterwards,
I'm
so
not just
after they
gonna-
don't break up?
No, like after like you find proof, like you
Yeah.
tell them after you have proof.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna need proof. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
yeah, this person is cheating on you. Like,
Yeah, you ain't gonna be like, yeah, I think this girl cheating on
Yeah,
you. That'd be
this-
kind of crazy to do.
this can't be on honey, bro. They tonguing, bro. Like, I need proof.
Real.
Like, this ain't need to be no. Oh, I could lie my way out of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Cordray lie and he talking fool it. No.
Mm-hmm. I feel
Hot
like
Hot Road or something. You
I
see what I'm
just
saying?
tell too, like I can't like see that happen to my friend and like nothing happen. I can say it. If whatever you do with that information is your business, but I can say it. Even if it ain't my friend, I just say it. Whatever you all do is your business. Because I've tell people things before and like the person was like talking to 3 different people at the same time. I'll tell all 3 of them and all 3 of them stay there and look stupid.
No,
Sure.
there's so much examples of
Because
that.
you could try cut me off and be like, oh.
Even so, they still end up cutting you off.
They just do it.
No, if I tell you your partner's cheating on you and you go back with that person, we're no longer friends. You don't have
Oh,
self-respect.
of
No.
course.
You do not have self-respect.
And that's a good boundary for
You do
real.
not have
That needs to
self-respect.
be implemented more. in
'Cause it's
every
like-
world.
had the like script been like flipped and it was like your boy cheating on like his girl. It's like I don't have no real allegiance to her. I'd still be like, yo, from what I can tell, this girl will treat you decent. I probably wouldn't do this, but
Yeah,
do
but
as
then
you
that's
wish,
also
yeah.
the thing too with women, because women are the yeah.
so like, you never know if it's cheat for cheat. I've known situations where it was cheat for cheat. No,
Oh, you stay order it.
Yeah,
So
well,
then
I'm
it's-
clever
yeah.
with that, so they could be cheating and
Yeah.
he just be like,
Yeah. So like, but if I know like my boy been loyal and like I have proof that she cheating, let this go by. Oh no, I love her.
Patience.
Cool.
I
Cool.
gone.
Ain't no patience.
You
No
never
patience.
talk
patience.
to
I
Javita
take that
again.
back. No patience.
You
No
never
patience.
see Javita ever again in your life. You love her. Say it ain't so. Right? Tell moms I said hi, but
That's the last they see you. Done.
Mm.
Well, that brings us to the end of this podcast episode for this week. Stay tuned for the next episode. It should be released. We dropped our 7th episode earlier today, so stay tuned to that. I guess you can watch all the videos that we have and then anticipate our next video that's upcoming next week. Any other goodbyes from y'all? Anything y'all want to say to the audience? Yes, no, maybe so.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Anything y'all want us to talk about, and we'll see y'all next time.
All
Peace.
right. Bye.